What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We are on episode 50.
50, the big 50. Actually, I think I was looking at it today or maybe earlier this week. And I think today is the date, maybe, where we published the first one, I want to say.
Okay. So we're a week kind of ahead. But I know we missed some weeks, so we're not at 52. We're not at weekly. But
it kind of evened out. And it's been like exactly a year. If not today, then tomorrow. And then, 50.
50. So thank you guys for tuning in. We have gotten a lot of followers since then. You know, we're just doing it for fun. It's not something where we want to get, the more we get, the better. But,
it'd be nice to get rich off of it, but
yeah, that was never the plan doing it. We knew that was a long shot. I know some people had expectations possibly that, it was going to blow up overnight. But again, we like having fun doing them.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, though, now we got to go to, after this episode, we're probably going to go on a little hiatus. Well, not we're probably going to. We are going to go on a little hiatus. Yeah. There's no probably about it.
It's a little break.
Yeah, a little break to kind of reset. We got a lot of stuff that's going to be going on with the shop, which we will mention later. I mean, a lot of you guys, we've talked about it. The lease is up in February, so we are working on figuring that out. And
very exciting.
Yeah. And kind of use our time and kind of resources there for now till we can kind of get that. And then once we get settled in, of course, get back to it. I'll probably do some shorts and stuff still.
Yeah, you still do the shorts. Yeah, and those are always fun.
Yeah, I'll still try to get some shorts in there. But just as far as this, we're going to put it on hiatus for a little bit. I think everyone could use a little break anyway, so it's kind of cool.
It's the holidays too, so, you know, busy. In fact, I was going to tell you when I got in here, I'm like, I'm going to be busy.
That's why I figured you wouldn't mind. I was going to tell you and James together, but I'll talk to him tomorrow about it. Same thing. I'm sure he's not going to mind. I mean, I appreciate you guys doing it. Working around the schedule anyway, we do pretty good with it. So to pump 50 of them out, I think we did pretty good. So 50 and a couple specials, right?
A couple here and there, and I'm sure maybe at the new place, depending on how it is, could set up some cool little desk or whatever it might be.
Oh yeah, we're definitely
make it work.
If we move where we think we're moving, possibly. There's some options. It's a bigger shop, and there could be some stuff, just fun stuff. But so thank you guys, and it just happens to end on episode 50. So for now, so
we didn't plan it, but it works out nice. It's a nice number to take a break on, I think.
Yeah, it's something I've been contemplating. I'm kind of like, well, I think it'll work for everyone. And I said, depending on my phone's going off, depending on kind of just how things go, even once we get in the shop, it might be a little while because we're going to get,
Yeah, you got to set it all up.
Set it all up and just kind of see how things are going to be. So that being said, let's jump in. Oh, we'll jump into some stuff in a minute for that.
Okay.
But I wanted to go, now we're going to jump back to last episode. If you haven't watched that one, go back and watch it. It was kind of a Google review
expose.
Yeah, you said I was really getting deep. I was just trying to explain it the right way to make it seem like I wasn't hating for the review. It's just kind of, I want to know more about it. So we talked about that one. Again, I reached out to the person that left the review asking, why they can elaborate, and still haven't heard anything from them. Okay, that's fine. I guess they said what they had to say. But then right after that, I got one, actually two of them. I got one. I'll just read them because it's better to read them than take them. I should have did that on that other one because the wording the guy was using, I couldn't remember what words he was using.
Direct from the source. A direct quote.
So this is 5 days ago. And this is from Corbin DW, which I don't know who it is. And I recently purchased the Deadpool figure, and the joints fell apart within the first week of posing it out of the box. Okay. So first off, if it was in the box, we wouldn't know it was broken in the box unless it was pre-owned, which we check all our pre-owned stuff. If you're playing with it and a week later stuff starts breaking on it, I don't know if that's really on us anyway.
There's stuff that's happened to me before where, a month in I'm posting it and something breaks off. And that's on me.
It's or
even not me, but maybe the manufacturer. I know I love NECA, but they are known to snap. And, who can you blame but either me or NECA, really.
But even if, you bought it from here brand new, you took it home that day, opened it, and it was broken, and you called us right away. Cool. Come back in. We do have the no refund sign, but that's more for people that have buyer's remorse. That's why we put it up. We used to not have it there, but there's a couple times where guys got in trouble because their spouse, they probably spent too much. And I know that's the fact what it was, and try to return it. And I'm like, well, is there anything wrong with it? No, I just, decided I don't want it. At that point, it's kind of like, that's on you. You bought it. Who knows what you've done with it already? So We do take refunds back if it's broken or whatever. If it's an issue that we maybe didn't see and something happens to it.
But if your wife's mad at you.
Yeah. Yeah, if you have buyer's remorse, sorry. So anyway, I respond back, hello, sorry to hear that about your experience. If you would have contacted us to let us know, we could have looked into resolving the issue for you, pretty much. And then I said the same thing. If it was in the box when you got it, we would have known it was broken. But again, I didn't say, oh, you played with it for a week and broke it. I wasn't even, just sorry. But then, same night, I get another 1 star. From now the guy's name, or the person's name is Cole now. Now, Cole, place sucks. Deadpool figure broke and they won't give a refund. So it's the same person. So Google lets them open multiple accounts and they're saying the same thing. Except nobody's ever contacted us for a refund on anything. And so this is where I'm like, okay, somebody's messing around now. So I'm like, do you have the right store? And I'm like, no one has contacted us regarding a broken figure. And I was like, also, it looks like you already left a review using a different account. And then nothing. And then I did the thing through Google where you can dispute it, but it doesn't seem like they ever do anything with it. But I'm like, it's clearly it's the same person, 2 accounts.
Or could it be another person that they know, like a brother or something? And
I don't know, because when I clicked on it, because you can click to see if they reviewed anything else, the other account showed up under. Now it's not doing that anymore, but the other account showed up on that one as like it's the same person.
Huh.
Yeah, which I thought was weird. I'm like, okay, so it's clearly the same person.
It's Guy Incognito.
My name is Guy Incognito.
But I'm like, a Deadpool figure that we don't know any more info on it, and then talking about we won't give a refund. Nobody's contacted us.
And you don't remember selling a Deadpool figure? I mean, I'm sure you sell
a lot of Deadpool. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It tells me nothing. Like, I don't know if is it a SH Figure Arts Deadpool? Is it a Marvel Legends Deadpool? Like, there's so many different ones.
Yeah.
Again, nobody's contacted us regarding it, so we wouldn't know.
That is
so it's kind of one of those
a question things. For the.
But to say we won't give a refund, nobody's contacted us. So, and James, even when I showed James, he goes, well, just to let you know, I didn't turn anyone down for a refund or ever heard of this. I'm like, I know that's not the case. I just letting you know what's going on. I said, I know I wasn't thinking, oh, maybe James turned it away, because James would have talked to me about how do we handle this, But again, if you have an issue with something, definitely contact us first.
Yeah.
If you're able to find us on Google, again, our number is on Google, so there's no reason for you not to be able to contact us. If we don't answer the phone,
communication.
Keep calling, like we eventually will answer the phone. So, and call during business hours, not after hours. So again, that's just my thing. Now we talked about Google, is it good or bad? And I'm kind of like, it's good if used properly. And that's not saying, oh, it's bad because we got a 1 star. It's bad because anyone can leave you 1 star and you have no idea who they are. And like, false accusations now, it's like, oh, they wouldn't give me a refund. Play sucks, they wouldn't give me a refund on a broken figure. I've
only ever left one bad review, because I never have the energy to leave good or bad reviews. I'm just kind of like, whatever. I'll just keep supporting with money or whatever it is. But I only ever left one bad review, and that is for my apartment complex. So.
That you live in currently?
That I live in currently, yeah.
Did you make an incognito account?
No, it was my full. I want everybody to know that it was me. So it's my full name, and I left it because I had issues there, and I, and it's funny too. So you can edit too. I don't know if you know that you can edit. So I at first I left a good review because I was happy with it, and then things started to change, started to happen, and I was like, I'm gonna edit this. I lowered it to 1 star, and I was like, this is why I did this. But I left the original review there too, so people could see that originally I was happy, and then things happened.
Oh, I do see that. I see like, update.
Yeah.
Because otherwise they fixed it or they did some crap.
Yeah, because otherwise it does seem kind of misleading if I just leave the bad one. Mm-hmm. So I left the good one. I made a little line with a dash. And I was like, hey, just so you know, this happened after, so things can change. It's not black and white.
So they made the situation worse after doing it.
And I would have done it the other way too. Like if I would have left a bad review and then they fixed it, I would have then updated and be like, hey, they came back, and so maybe Guy Incognito will come and get his stuff fixed.
I kind of hope he doesn't at this point though, because like what figure, like now you're just leaving, because now you've already escalated it instead of just come in and whatever. Now you're doing false accusations kind of type thing. It's like you've never contacted anybody here, and that's why I'm like, do you have the right store? Because I have seen reviews for other stores, and they're like, oh, that's not us. Like, we don't even.
Oh, I see those all the time too.
And then people just see something, but I'm like, I don't know who did that, but 2 different accounts, same person, same issue. But now we suck on the second one, so.
Well, you kind of sucked on the first one too.
Yeah, but now we actually officially suck. They said we suck on.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So
put that on the storefront.
yeah, I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna start putting the reviews out again. Not everyone. You don't have to leave us 5 stars. You don't have to leave us anything. You know, we appreciate the 5 stars, but we just appreciate some feedback because that's what I feel Google's for. So you can work on stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or even if it's good, you know, like if you need.
Yeah,
if
good.
You need
I
to
like
work on
that too.
anything,
Yeah, like you guys
just...
did this. Yeah, but I don't need to like stroke my ego or anything. So you know.
Oh, you know, you pull that out at night and you're scrolling through the 5-star reviews.
Yeah.
But yes, I did it again.
I got to find this one because we couldn't remember what the word was. Oh, rude and disrespectful was the one that they left. The one where I'm simple questions and the response feels like, dude, just get out of my store. I'm respectful and simply look to drop some cash and get nerdy. I will not be going back to the store. And I apologize to this dude because if he felt a certain way, I just don't understand what we did because he still didn't really say. But rude and disrespectful was a word that got me because I'm like, we've never been disrespectful. I think the whole 5 years we've had to like ban 2 people, I think. And it wasn't even like anything that escalated. It was more just like, kind of like, you know, you're causing problems type thing. So, which I won't get into all that, but I'm like, we've never been in here where, you know, because people say some wild stuff and, you know, we're a business, so we can't just say how we feel. Sometimes we might feel that way, but I mean, they're customers at the end of the day. So, but disrespectful, I was kind of like, that's kind of, disrespectful. I said talking down, I think, on the last one, but I couldn't remember what the word was, but it was disrespectful. So,
there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, maybe we'll have some updates when we come back. Maybe they'll. Do you have to change it when you move? Like, do you have to change the Google?
Change that. Well, not the account because it's still gonna be the same name.
Oh, you change like the address.
Location,
okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah, so that'll be on there until if Google decides. They don't really give you any insight. They just say if you dispute it, if it's false claims or whatever, and that's what I put. But
I don't know how that works. So yeah, you're gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah, I know. We'll wait. It'll probably just stick on there. They're not gonna do anything about it. But again, you know. If it's not true, maybe don't leave reviews either.
Because eBay will do that. I had couple bad reviews. I think I have like a 5-star on my eBay account, and I've gotten some bad ones because it gets delivered, and then their post office, I don't know what they do with it, and they want me to borderline go to their city and like investigate, and I'm like, no, man. Like once I put it in the mail, like it's out of my hands. And they're like, well, you're a bad seller. They'll rate me bad, and then I'll dispute it through eBay. I'm like, literally, I cannot do anything about this. Like, they have to go to the post office.
Yeah, and then the post office will show it's delivered. So what's going to happen is eBay will close the case on your behalf.
Oh, that's what happened every time. I show them the receipt because I keep all the receipts, and I show them the tracking number, which updates there anyway.
Yeah.
And they're like, yep, it got delivered to the address that they have on the account, and I'm like, perfect. You know, that's
now if it got stolen, I mean, maybe like you could file a claim, but you have to wait like 30 days anyway, and more than likely, same thing. Post office is going to say, well, it shows delivered. We have nothing showing that somebody stole it. Now, if they had video of somebody stealing it, porch pirates or something, maybe, but that's usually not the case.
There was only one where I felt bad because they did say like, well, you know, like maybe it got stolen. I was like, yeah, man, I'm like, that sucks, but you know, but most of them, I'll tell them like, you have to go to the post office and you gotta see what happened. And they're like, well, I feel like you should do that too. And I'm like, what am I gonna do over here on this post office? Like they can't see that. Like you have to go to yours. And they're like, well, I'm not going to. I'm like, well, that's the end of that. Like,
I get it. You're the seller, but people have to understand how things work. Yeah. Just like when you ship something out, 2 days later, like, I haven't got it yet. Like, I've had people like, oh, I'm going to cancel. I haven't got it yet. And it's like,
I've had stuff.
You can clearly see it's moving through the post office. Yeah. Like, it's not.
And I had things delivered to me that, you know, it says that it has, and then I go check it and it's not there. And you know what I do? I go to the post office and I'm like, where is this? And half the time they have it.
Mm-hmm. Or they didn't scan it right or something.
They didn't scan it right, or they'll tell me like, oh, you know, because I live in an apartment, like we left it with the main office, and I'm like, okay, then I'll just go back and get it. But it's like,
they should have scanned it right because there is an option on there. Because I used to work there, delivered to office or whatever. But so they're not scanning it right. They're putting delivered to mailbox, and then
it's not there. So you know, that's my advice for you. That's what I'm gonna leave you with on this 50th episode. Take some self initiative when a problem arises.
Yeah, because
don't immediately blame the other person. I mean, sometimes, I'm sure I've been scammed once or twice, but most of the time it's something minor that can be solved by walking.
Yeah, it's easier for someone that's local to go than you try to get on the phone and contact them, and now you're the middleman for it, and all you did was ship it out, and the post office messed up. So
I remember the first time I did call the post office, like the customer service number, and the guy was like, "Yeah, like they have to go to their post office. Like there's literally nothing we can do from my post office or him from customer service. Like you gotta go to you know."
They kind of give you the runaround though, because then when the person you sent it to, when they go, since you're like the shipper, they're like, oh, they have to do the claim. So like they kind of give people the runaround.
Oh, they told me that before, and I'm like, I don't think so.
I worked there. I'm like, they kind of. It's like nobody wants to do anything over there. They're busy with other stuff, I guess. But so reviews, I mean, they're good. Not to say they're only good when they're good reviews. It's like just kind of give us more, and don't do false claims. That kind of isn't legit, because now you're showing people that we're selling broken toys, even though you clearly said you played with it for a week. So, and we wouldn't give refunds, which is kind of weird too, unless you saw the sign when you were in here, if that's possible. But maybe actually ask and reach out.
Yeah.
But okay, well, let's get into some Ghostbusters talk.
Yeah.
It's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Cool. We're gonna jump into some Ghostbusters talk. Not only because we got this cool guy in this week, or last week actually, was one of the cooler things we got in. It's Diamond Select, which of course they're not gonna make stuff anymore because they went bankrupt. But this thing actually goes for some good money. It is a bank.
Oh yeah, it's a figure. I see a little
bank.
slot.
They did make other versions that were like not as big, and they moved and stuff. But we got this in along with the Diamond Select Dio. With the figures and stuff. We got it in on trade last week, so it was one of the cooler things we got in. He's in the case with the dial and stuff, which we'll get a picture of that.
Yeah, he still has the tag on.
Yeah, he still has a tag on there. So yeah, cool piece.
Nice.
And it's funny because so we got this in. It must have been Ghostbuster week because we got this in.
Big chonkers.
And then Edgar saw Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah, in theaters. Right? No, for the first time in like 20 years. I had seen them before in Sin Asylum. They did the screening of Ghostbusters 2. That was also a food drive for Phoenix Recovery. I wish I knew the name, but I did not come prepared.
Yeah, they did something.
But so they did a food drive, and we donated a bunch of food. And the Ghostbusters of Arizona were there too. The real Ghostbusters of Arizona, I think they're called.
Yeah, they do a lot of charity stuff.
They did mention they hadn't dressed up in a while, and that was like the first time
that's weird.
In a long time.
Yeah, because they used to do a lot of stuff. They do toy drives for certain shops, would have them out. I know Sour Apple, when they were around, like Dave would have them out there.
They used to, I think sometimes they used to go to Toy Anxiety, maybe?
Probably.
Because I think that guy does a toy drive too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they were there, and it was fun. Like I said, I hadn't seen them in a long, like 15 years at the very least. I had the idea that I didn't like them that much, but they are fun. They're very fun movies. Because after that one, after the second one, I went home and rewatched the first one, and they're good.
Okay,
they're good movies. I don't think I'm as obsessed with them as most people are, simply because I was not born in 1984.
I watched it though back then.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, I didn't. It never clicked with me. It was fine, but it just wasn't ever.
Were you like an SNL guy, or because it seems like that might be part of the appeal to?
I liked it later on, but back then I was younger, so I didn't watch SNL and stuff. But later on, I did, and I enjoyed it. But I don't know what it was. It was fine. It's just it wasn't one where I clicked with it. I even went and watched. I remember going and seeing part 2 at the movies when it came out.
Yeah, because that came out in the '89, I think.
Yeah, so I did go see that at the movies, and it was fine too. But
they're funny movies, and I think that was the appeal for me. Like I didn't expect them to be that funny, that comedy, and they do pull it off. I mean, Bill Murray's a funny guy. Dan Aykroyd. I think I read that he originally wrote it for Jim Belushi.
And then I think even Eddie Murphy was
supposed to be in it too. I don't know. That would have been, I think, a little more adult maybe. Had those guys
No,
been
because
in
the
it?
comedies he did were like more for like his stand up was raunchy, but then like
Yeah.
when he did movies, it was never really
Okay.
like Beverly Hills Cop is not like
Yeah, that's rated R, no? No, it's not. It's PG-13.
I don't know.
I know. I'm thinking of the one he did with Nick Nolte, 48 Hours.
Oh yeah,
That one's
maybe
pretty
a
good.
little more.
That one's pretty raunchy, though.
Speaking of rated R, real quick, sorry, don't
No,
get
you're
off
good.
topic. I didn't know Lost Boys was rated R.
It is rated R, yeah.
I didn't know that. Somebody mentioned it, and I was like, oh, because
It's kind of gory.
yeah,
Yeah, and
somebody was buying stuff. A lady had some stuff with her kid when we were at Monster Market, and she was buying some horror movies. I go, oh, is she gonna watch these with you? She goes, no, she's not ready for those. She goes, the only R-rated one I've let her watch so far is Lost Boys, and I'm like, Lost Boys R-rated?
I think it might have to deal. I haven't seen it in a long time either, but doesn't he get kind of frisky with the girlfriend, with the love interest?
Yeah, but they don't. Oh yeah,
Maybe some mild
I don't
nudity.
think there's no nip slips. I don't remember. I know they do munch that dude's scalp, so maybe that has something to do with it.
I think it's kind of bloody and gory.
that's what I'm
Yeah,
thinking. Okay, it could be. It just surprised me for some reason. I never thought of it as R. When I think R, I just think even the language in there. I don't think they're really cussing.
when I started, because the first time and the only time I've seen it was at Harkins when they did it for the Tuesday night stuff. I didn't think it was rated R either until afterwards.
Yeah,
And there were a lot of people there with kids, so I think that also made it seem like it was maybe
They
PG-13.
thought it was Twilight or something.
It's kind of Twilight. It's just like
It's good. No, don't ever say that.
romancy vampire.
Yeah, get out.
You got a little love story going.
They do, but it's far from. Well, I can't say that because no, I've never watched Twilight, so I can't.
They're
say
all right. I mean, I've seen them. They're fun, pulpy like teen movies.
They're fun.
And the third one's actually kind of good.
Okay.
Eclipse, because you know who made that one? The guy that made 30 Days a Night.
Oh, okay.
So it's a little overlap there.
Do you like 30 Days a Night?
Not really.
Okay. We're getting off track, though. Let's get back to Ghostbusters, though.
Back to Bustin'. Yeah.
Back to Bustin' makes you feel good. Yeah.
That's a wild line in a song.
Yeah, and that's Ray
Bustin'.
Parker Jr.
Bustin' makes me feel good. But it's a fun movie, like I said. I think the first one has that charm that it's the first one, so they're getting together, putting the team together, you see them work. And then the second one, it's funnier. I think the same people wrote the script. Ivan Reitman, I think, might have had an Ivan.
Sure, yeah.
It's a little bit funnier. I like the second one a little bit more, I want to say, than the first.
Yeah, they do have more comedy because Rick Moranis is kind of featured more in it, and then the guy that's Vigo's handler is kind of funny.
Yeah, he's really funny.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Veep?
I've seen parts. I've seen it I've never watched it from the beginning.
It was really funny because he's kind of a major character later on in Veep. And then the guy at the beginning of the movie that Bill Murray's interviewing, he's like a psychic. He's in Veep also.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so kind of fun little thing in there.
Little fact. I might remember him in there. I haven't watched it in a while, but I have caught episodes of that. I just never watched it from the beginning.
Sigourney Weaver, I didn't know was in it, so that was a great surprise.
In two?
She's really in both. She's in both of them.
She's with the baby in the second one, right?
Yeah, she has the baby in the second one. But in the first one, they just meet her, and she's a
Bill
you have her
Murray
up on the
tries to
diorama. Yeah, no, I was very pleasantly surprised with both of them for how long it had been. Like they might as well have been new watches for me.
Okay.
I think I gave them each 4 stars.
That makes sense, though. Yeah, that's cool. Because, I mean, sometimes there's stuff I've watched before and I didn't like it and I give it a rewatch and I really do like it.
Yeah.
Or, changing my mind where I'm like, okay, I'm not as indifferent. Ghostbusters has kind of always been the same, though. Like, I watched it and I watch it again and it's fine.
What would you give it if you were rating it on Letterboxd?
For the visuals and stuff, probably 3.5 to 4. I still would give it high.
Yeah.
It's just because it is, like, I get what the appeal is for it, but, is it like a perfect movie? No, but...
I get the appeal for it too. I borderline was looking up like a pack vacuum cleaner. I was like, oh, maybe I could get a costume going for it.
I was just joking with you yesterday
for
when I
next
talked to you.
year.
Didn't I mention that to you yesterday that you're gonna start getting
a Proton pack?
Yeah, Proton
I was
pack.
like, I could, and then I looked at the video game, and it's like $10. I'm like, I could get the video game. So I see the appeal completely.
You got the nostalgia coming back. Yeah.
If I was a kid in the '80s, I probably would have gotten the costume. I would have gotten the whole thing. Stranger Things, I think they did like a whole thing, right? In season 2 where the kids are the Ghostbusters.
Yeah, they did. And they made figures that was pretty cool. Yeah, when it was out, I don't remember even having like any Ghostbusters like merch or anything. There was a lot of it out, but I never had.
Do you remember seeing anybody that was that into it?
I mean, I know people that had like the toys from the cartoon, but that came
Yeah.
out like a couple years later. But I mean, there had to be bed sheets and stuff. I just never had any of that stuff.
Because it got popular. I mean,
Yeah.
after the 2 movies, there was a cartoon, which I
Mhm.
remember seeing parts of, but not the whole thing, the real Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
And then I like this movie. I like the 2016
Yeah, I was gonna get into those.
remake or reboot, whatever it might be.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny too. It's a different type of comedy, obviously. I mean, it's 2016, but it's funny enough. SNL people also.
Mhm.
And yeah, it's charming. I like it. I know Red Falcon had opinions on it, but
Yeah, I think what they could have did on that instead of rebooting it, like strictly, they maybe could have tied it into the original ones and be like, they're gone now. You know, now we're.
yeah, the
They
girl
kind of
just
did
made
like more of an
a.
origin thing, and it was like, were these characters still like? But they made them similar to some of the guys. I don't know. So maybe that threw me off a little bit. But
I think
was
that's
fun.
what they were going for, like a
Yeah.
half remake, half reboot
Yeah.
sort of things, because they all show up too as cameos, except
Yeah.
for Harold Ramis, who passed
yeah.
away. But they have him there as a statue, as a bust.
Yeah.
But I liked it. That was fun. I've seen it a couple times, and I'm like, yeah. I haven't seen the newer 2 ones.
Oh, okay. That's what I was gonna ask you on those. It is Afterlife and
Frozen
Kingdom.
Empire.
Or Empire.
Empire.
Frozen Kingdom.
Yeah.
Frozen Empire. You're right. Yes.
Close enough.
I liked Afterlife. It had because did some throwback
What did you
stuff.
call it yesterday? You called it Afterbirth.
No, I called it Rebirth.
Oh, you were
Not
about to say
Afterbirth. No,
You were about to
No,
say
it's
Afterbirth, and
Rebirth.
you stopped.
'Cause everything's either Rebirth, like that's Jurassic Park,
Yeah.
or Rebirth, right? Which I still haven't watched that, but Afterlife was pretty good because they did some throwbacks and they built like a new story, but still paying homage to like
Yeah.
the older ones. And then Frozen Empire, I don't know, I didn't like it. Frozen Empire I didn't connect with as much. So.
Okay.
But I mean, I'll let you judge that. When
That
you
was
get
the
a
one
chance
that
to watch
interested me. Afterlife, I wasn't interested on because, again, I hadn't seen them and I had the idea that I didn't like them.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I'm not going to watch that. Frozen Empire looked original enough, I guess, to where it wasn't cashing in on the nostalgia where I was like, maybe I could go watch this.
No,
on
because
its
they did
own.
it with the Afterlife. That way you can kind of build to it. Like
Yeah.
kind of for people that maybe didn't watch the other ones, they give you some
And it almost,
backstory.
I heard some people even compare it to the cartoon in that it was like a original monster, so it seemed like an episode of a animated series. So.
Could be. Again, the show I'm not that much into either. I can't tell you really anything.
Oh, I don't
about.
remember it
Yeah.
much. I just remember that like every episode was a new creature or
Yeah.
monster that they had to fight. But
Yeah, that's what I did like from Ghostbusters. They did come up with some interesting characters and stuff like interesting ghosts and stuff.
Mondo
like that,
did a toy. I don't know if you know that, if you remember this guy, but he was kind of like a big bad. He was like the Halloween king or spirit,
the
and it's like a
pumpkin head.
pumpkin. Yeah, the
Mhm.
pumpkin head.
He's from the cartoon.
Mondo did it, and I wanted to buy it, and it was $300.
Yeah.
So
You're like, well, I guess I will not.
I-
Well, now
I
it's
know.
probably $500.
that's probably more. Yeah, so I guess I should have bought it. I should have just bought 2, sold 1, and then
Diamond Selecto did him too. I
no
remember
way.
him
Like-
being
like a little one?
because they did the regular like movie figures, which that's what I got with the dial.
Yeah.
But then they did a animated series
ooh,
one because I remember them not him being on sale, but they had some of them on sale when Toys R Us like originally closed. They had some of those guys like
I bought a
being
couple of them.
clearance.
I got Zool, I remember, and I think they had the dogs as well. And I remember buying the dogs.
Yeah, the what the heck? The dogs are Zool, aren't they?
No, isn't Zool the androgynous?
No,
David
she's,
Bowie guy?
No, it's the other way around. Zool is the dogs.
Oh, so the other one's Gozer.
Gozer.
Okay, Gozer.
See, I thought it was the other way around where the dog was but it's not. It's when I looked it up.
Oh, I thought the dogs were just dogs, and
no,
then
they're. I don't know. I could be wrong. Let us know.
I thought
You just
the
watched it recently, what
girl.
they said.
Well, I thought the girl was Zool, and then I thought Gozer was the entity that
Yeah,
that
she's there's only
Zool wants to
Zool.
bring over.
Yeah, I don't know. They call the dog Zool though. I'm pretty sure.
Huh. We're gonna have to
Look it up.
rewatch it again.
No, don't rewatch it. We'll just look it up.
I
but-
just watched it.
Zool. Yeah, because I was confused too. Because I was thinking she was Zool and the dogs were Gozer, but Gozer.
What the Gozer about the
David
Marshmallow
Bowie-
Man? Like
David
the,
Bowie. Well, that was because he said yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it in a while, but you just watched it, so you let me know.
I
I
need
could
to-
be wrong.
But they are fun, very
They are
fun
fun.
movies.
Yeah.
I can see myself rewatch. In fact, I got the both of them at Tia for $10. It's like a
okay.
little book, and you open it and it has the 2 discs.
Yeah,
on it,
because the
too.
Blu-ray is not that much.
It's not. Yes, it's not expensive
And
at
it has
all.
both of them. I remember it's like under $10 usually.
They had a Blu-ray with the first 2 and Afterlife, but it was $25. I'm like, do I want to risk? What if I don't like Afterlife?
Just do Afterlife and Frozen King Empire.
Empire.
Together.
Do a 2-pack of that.
They'll probably do a 2-pack of that.
2016. It's funny, they put out a set last year and they called it like the complete collection or whatever it was, but they didn't include the 2016 movie.
Yeah, because I think they didn't because that's not in the timeline, I'm assuming.
But it's a Ghostbusters movie.
I know.
It's like if they did Alien and they didn't include, I don't know, like Prometheus or something.
But those are all in the same timeline, though. I mean, same.
They are in the same timeline, yeah.
So maybe that's why. I don't know. I'm assuming that's why. I don't think it was
I
anything
think it's because people did not like that. But
yeah,
I
but how
liked
much
it.
would it cost you to throw it in there? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. You already have the disc manufactured.
It's not like you're like, I'm not buying it because it has that one in there.
Oh, you'll be surprised.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then
You'll
then
be
you got
surprised.
other problems if that's your biggest issue. That they threw the one you didn't like in there because that'd be like Halloween. Oh, you'd be mad. You buy a box set and you're like, oh, they put part 4 and 5 in there. Or 5 is the one you don't like.
I can live with 4 and 5 on there, but every
Resurrection.
now and then,
But
every
you
now
would
and
not buy it. Like,
Oh no, but every now and then I do look at that box set. I'm like, I know Resurrection is in there somewhere. I just don't watch it.
Yeah, you don't have to watch it.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna stop buying a box set
break
just
up
for
the
it.
set. Yeah.
Yeah, well, real quick, I guess it's like when they did that set of the last 3 in 4K, they did H20, no,
Okay.
Curse H20, and Resurrection in 4K, and I was like, I'm for sure not buying that because
Yeah.
I don't need any of those in 4K. But some people like them, so
Yeah.
good for them.
Have you watched anything else recently?
Movie wise, a lot of stuff. Emmanuel, I think I told you about
Yeah,
that one.
well, I see on your letterbox like you're watching like 2 movies a day.
If you like,
Can't keep up. Can't keep up with you.
yeah, just have nothing else to do for now. But if you like raunchy stuff, Emmanuel, I guess check that out.
That's from the 70s, right? Yeah.
76, yeah.
Yeah. And you said there's a sequel, which I didn't know.
There's apparently like 10 sequels.
Oh, okay.
The box that I have just has the 4 of them, but apparently this really went on for a while.
Okay. And you don't have them? You only have that one?
Well, the set that I bought only has the first 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it's directed by a guy who has the best name for a director who was going to make this kinds of movies. Just Jakin, or just Jackin might be his name. He's French.
Bustin' makes them feel good.
Bustin makes Just Jakin feel good.
Yeah, nice.
He made Emmanuel and a bunch of other erotic movies. So
Okay.
perfect name for that guy. And I've been watching It.
Yeah.
Welcome to Derry. Yeah,
But you didn't catch up on the one last night yet.
I haven't seen the one from last night. I've seen up to the 4th one when they do the sort of flashback to how they contain him in the little town.
Yeah, it doesn't pick up for me until the 3rd episode, and the 4th episode is really
Yeah.
good.
I like the lore of it. Like that's my favorite Stephen King book, I have to say. I like the lore of the story, so that keeps me engaged. But I will say that this man, because there's a guy who directed the first the 2 movies, the 2017 and 2019, Chapter 1 and Chapter 2, and he directed The Flash. This man has got to calm down with the CGI. I don't understand what his appeal is for that stuff. If he made it look good, at least I would understand it. But it really takes me out sometimes out of that show.
Yeah, but like we talked about, less is more sometimes. Like do something play with the shadows, play with something. You don't need to see these guys. If they're not going to look good, don't show them. And then it doesn't add to the spookiness of it. Like you actually showing the thing, it makes it look stupid. Or sometimes, like you said, it takes you out of it. I mentioned when they were, spoiler alert, when they're in the cemetery.
Yeah.
It looks like The Frighteners, that movie, The Frighteners.
It looks like the Haunted Mansion from Disney.
It's cheesy looking. It's like, really, they could have did something so much like better.
Yeah, and for that kind of set, you could do kind of like you said, like either do shadows or you can make some dude dress up. You can do something, because Chapter 1, that has its first share of CG too, but that one had a good chunk of practical effects also.
Yeah.
Like leopard monster, I think, was a guy in a suit, and anytime it was like, rolling his eyes about or whatever, close up, it was like legit. But now it's like every time it shows up as a creature, it's really, really sloppy CG. And I'm not inherently like anti-CG, because it can be good. Yeah. Like if you know how to light it, that might be the main issue too. Like you gotta light the effects good to make them look good, and this man just doesn't.
Yeah, like he's more like you're gonna be
Yeah.
surprised with what the final look is, but it doesn't work that way. I don't know, because I just watched The Conjuring, which I'm not gonna get into The Conjuring because you haven't watched it yet. But there's some spots in there where they use the shadows. You can tell, like they don't show you exactly. They show a little bit of it, and it might be CGI on it, but like it doesn't look CGI. There's a couple that do that they show in the movie that I'm kind of like, but for the most part they hide it, which is kind of cool. So.
And it's the best way to do it. And even with it, when you read the book, he transforms into many things, which sure, whatever. But if you know they're gonna look bad, maybe don't do them.
Yeah, and it's
maybe come up with a new one, or hide it, like you said, like work around it.
Okay, a monster with 100 teeth, we get it already. But like, even they don't vary like much either from when they show you. I'm like, okay, we get it. Like,
yeah, because in the book he really mostly turns into like the universal monster. It's like he turns into the mummy and the werewolf at some point.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that's one he's turning into things that you need CGI for, but it just seems like they're not.
But show them from far away, maybe.
They're either not putting the time or the money in it, or both. I don't know, but they don't look good.
No.
But it's a good show. I like it.
Yeah.
I like the story enough, I like the lore of it, and, I like cosmic horror a lot, and it seems like this is pretty cosmic-y, like they're expanding a lot on it. Like the book, mild spoilers, doesn't get into the whole thing about it's contained to the town because of the shards of the meteor.
Oh, okay. The book doesn't.
Yeah,
I never read the book,
doesn't.
so like I have no idea going in.
It's a nice little detail, but I never felt like I needed an explanation to why he's there. Like I always felt like, well, he just likes it, and it's like small enough town where he won't get discovered easily, and like he chooses to stay there. Yeah.
Yeah, but if he didn't like it there, he could go somewhere else. I guess is what they're saying. Like he can go to some other small town since they already know about him.
That's the only thing I'm worried about the show. Like I hope it doesn't make it into this generic, like I want to take over the world villain, and that's why they need the containment thing.
No, but it kind of makes you wonder where they're going with it, because he does show up again in the 80s for the movie stuff, right? Is the 80s?
Yeah, because part of what makes him scary in the book a little bit is that he could take over the world if he wanted to, but he doesn't want to. He's just fine being in that little town and like eating kids, because that's all he needs to do. Like wake up every so often and eat, go back to sleep, which is also what I like to do. Just
you can relate to.
I can relate to his basic needs of it, the clown.
Yeah. So check that one out if you haven't. That's on Max right now.
HBO Max. Yeah.
I don't know how many episodes it's supposed to be.
I think just 8. 8, okay. So near the end now.
So we're halfway point pretty much. Well, you are, and then I watched the one yesterday, but halfway point. So cool. Anything else you want to talk about? Are you good?
I think that's it for now.
We'll just bring up this real quick because
Toy show. Next week.
It'll be a week from when this airs.
Yeah. So. Well, this week.
Yeah. Well, it's the fun. Yeah, this week I guess we could
say.
Yeah,
from when we're speaking right now, it's this Saturday.
No.
Isn't it the 6th?
Yeah.
Yeah, so today is December 1st. In the video. In the world of the video, it's December 1st.
Yes, Edgar, you are correct. So yeah, check that out. We're doing a lot of cool stuff for that. We'll be doing some good raffles and stuff for that. Just go out and support, have a good time. I mean, it's only $5 to get in. Kids 12 and under free.
So you always find some good stuff.
Yeah, there's always some good stuff. And then Black Friday will be over, so we won't be able to talk about that because we're going to take hiatus.
Mm-hmm.
So remember, going on hiatus for a while. We will be back. What do they always say? It's not goodbye. It's just Arnold Schwarzenegger says, "I'll be back."
Yeah, I thought that's what you were gonna go with.
No, it's something like it's not goodbye. It's some crap.
The only one I know is don't be sad because it's over. Be happy because it happened.
Yeah, there you go.
I know that one. Yeah, I don't know the other one you were gonna go with.
I don't know. I can't remember. I botched it. Whatever it was, and I just know it's.
Well,
I don't know. They always
back.
say it in sad movies like it's not goodbye. I don't know. Anyway. Episode 50 in the books. Thank you guys for checking it out. Follow us on Instagram if you are not already. That way you can kind of see what's going on if you're not on the weekly episodes. I'll try to do some shorts and stuff like that for sure. And then maybe by the time we're on next time, new location and new stuff to talk about.
New stuff.
But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, and catch you
later.